man, would love to ask you, who would you favor right now? If Boots were to fight Errol Spence, if he was to fight Crawford, I'm putting you on the spot, man. Everybody loves what you when you say something, man.
I wouldn't pick nobody to beat Boots in. Nobody.
So that
I know he's not experienced. Y'all say he's not experienced, but I got inside information because I've been watching him since 2014. I've been hiring him for camps. I'm not saying he's better than everybody because you still got to prove it. You still got to do it in the ring. I wouldn't pick nobody to beat him from 147 to 154. Nobody. That kid got a different. You know why he laughing? Because he get to secretly see him in the gym. See, we get to see things that y'all don't see. And people say he ain't fought nobody, I'm like, dog, it take a lot to get the guys to fight him because other trainers and managers, they may not say it out loud, but they know. They know better.
Well, okay, but since you put it like that, you wouldn't favor anybody to beat him? Does that mean you'll favor him to beat everybody from 47 to 54?
No, it's a couple fights that I think is even money. Or it's a couple fights that I probably wouldn't bet my mortgage on. You know, it's a couple of guys out there. And Earl and Terrence special dudes. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think Boots will wipe the floor with him, but just because they're more experienced than him, I won't say that they could beat him. That kid is different. His talent level is off the charts. Don't nobody, and I've been around all of those. He bigger than those dudes. He bigger, he longer, he a lot younger, he got less wear and tear. Boots is 7 years younger than Earl and 10 years younger than Crawford. If you think that shit don't matter, it does, bro. You in the gym with a 35-year-old, you in the gym with a 25-year-old, it matters. It's less wear and tear on your body. It's a difference.
Do you think those fights ever happen?
Boots versus them? No. No. I don't think there's enough incentive for them to fight somebody that much younger than him. A lot of trainers don't even like mixing errors. I think that Boots' era, he's going to come behind them. He's going to fight the Ortizes, Virgil Ortizes, and like maybe Fundora. Fundora's still a young guy. I don't think he's going to fight them. And I don't think they're scared of him. I don't. I think Earl and Terrence is both guns. I think they'll fight anybody, but it's not going to be worth it to them to fight a kid that young in a fight that they could likely lose if they're too far apart in age.
So let me ask you this, put you back on the spot. Spence, Crawford, if you could just tell me who would you lean toward in the fight?
If people keep asking me that, I want to see them go through camp because I think it's close.
But that's not really fair to say because we know that you're probably not going to be in camp with them.
No, but it's certain things that you see, and I honestly. I know people want to answer out of me. I honestly believe right now it's a 50-50 fight. I believe Crawford is the puncher. I believe Earl boxes really, really well going forward behind the southpaw jab. I want to see if Earl can take Terrence countering him to his body. Terrence is a real good counter puncher to the body. A lot of guys don't counter to the body, they counter to the head. Terrence touch you with body shots that kind of show up later in the fight. I want to see who's physically stronger. Everybody that I know that box both of them tell me that they both strong and the strength is about even. People think Earl is stronger because he's bigger, but the people that I know been around Terrence be like, yo, he is freakishly strong for his size. He just don't come forward all the time. So I think there's a little misconception of the fight. I think that Earl is harder to win rounds against because he's more busy and he throws a lot of punches going forward. But I think Terrence is probably the puncher, and I'm curious to see if who's the stronger guy. I actually think they should fight 15 rounds because I don't know if 12 rounds is going to be enough. But I'm not trying to take the easy way out. I really don't know who's going to win right now. I think it's a real close fight. I think Earl closed the gap. If you'd have asked me before the Ugas fight, I would have said Crawford is performing at a higher level, but Earl raised his game that night. He looked like the Earl that I seen a couple of years ago, and he's confident. He sees something in Terrence. He seemed real confident, like I'm smoking him. Like he's going, and he seems to want to fight as bad as Terrence wants it. So I'm expecting like two lions to clash.
Last question: if you take away, if either guy neutralizes the plan A, who has the better plan B?
I think Terrence does. I think Terrence could win more weight, but that don't mean he better because Earl got to take that away from him. I think Terrence does. I think Terrence improvises more, but boxing is a funny sport. Just because you could do more things better than the guy, that don't mean you can beat him. Like Deontay Wilder, people call him one-dimensional, right? Only one person able to expose that one dimension. Only one person able to beat him. So that don't really mean nothing to me. Earl is probably not as creative as Terrence as far as being an all-around fighter, but that don't mean nothing. There's a lot of dudes that's good all around but can't beat certain guys. There's a lot of one-dimensional fighters that made it to a real high level in boxing. Deontay Wilder, they say all he got is a right hand, but it's hard to just deal with that one thing, you know what I mean? So sometimes it's better to be able to do one thing real well. So you got to see them kind of guys go at it, and line up with each other, and then you can figure it out.
Just my last question. Could I officially get you on the record to tell me who you think will win between Ryan Garcia and Tank?
I like Tank in that fight.
Gotcha.
I think it's a good fight. I'm a big fan of Ryan Garcia, but I think Tank is a little bit more advanced at this stage in their careers. Tank's something else, man. He get a lot of critique because of his competition level and stuff like that. But if you watch that kid can really, really fight. He's a lot better. He should be on a pound for pound list. He's a lot better than people give him credit for.
Gotcha.
So I think Tank has a slight edge.
Gotcha. Thank you, man. Appreciate it.